Hello, and welcome to this episode of ATE. Today's question: Dear Rhino, I'm looking to get some signs. What are my material options? Well, it's a great question. At Rhino, we have several substrate options, but we're here to help you pick the one that's right for your application. First up, we have poly signs. We love poly signs because they're inexpensive, they're UV stable, they're lightweight, and they have zero scrap value. The downside to poly signs is that there's some size limitations. Because they have lower rigidity, you're going to have some warping in certain conditions. Next up, we have aluminum signs. Aluminum signs have been around since the beginning of time. People love aluminum because it's durable, it has a high tensile strength, and it's bendable so it can be used for other applications like aerial markers. The downside to aluminum signs is that they're heavy. They're expensive, and they warp over time. Worst of all, they're a common target for scrappers. Lastly, we have aluminum composite material, or ACM. ACM is actually two very thin layers of aluminum bonded to a polyethylene core. ACM has a lot of pros. They start perfectly flat, and they stay perfectly flat. It's easy to cut into any shape. It's half the weight of aluminum signs, so you don't need any special hardware or bracing. And it's still twice as rigid as aluminum, and it has zero scrap value. Best of all, it's still less expensive. The only downside to ACM is that it has higher cost of poly. It also can't be bent into different shapes, and it has lower tensile strength, so you have to address that in your application. With all substrates, we strongly recommend a good coating on your sign. At Rhino, all of our signs are sent out with Rhino UV Armor coating. Rhino UV Armor is our patent-pending process that guarantees all of our signs will last at least 10 years. We've got time for one more question. Hey Rhino, I'm an employer trying to attract millennials. Do you have a sign for that? Oh, you bet we do. We have a whole collection of signs that'll attract today's younger generation. My favorites are "This is your safe space," "Free Wi-Fi," and "Avocado toast here." If those don't attract millennials, I don't know what will.